So now that we've created the site topography model, we need to link it into our commercial model. And so the way we do this is almost exactly the same as we did before, but then we'll have to maneuver it into position. So let's go ahead and go over to the 3D view. We can see there's our project, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit because remember our project is just one little aspect of this much larger site. I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to this time link a Revit file, and I'm going to link the one called Commercial Site. And I'm going to say auto internal origin to internal origin. So remember those two little blue dots are, before I do that, let me show you on the site plan. We have those little blue dots are right in the middle of our project. And so what's going to happen is it's going to bring in the site model and it's going to link it so that the little dots in the site model line up with the little dots here in our model of the commercial building. So I'm going to say link Revit. I don't need to save yet, I haven't done anything. And then I'm going to say commercial site, and it's going to say link from internal origin to internal origin. And we see there it is. And so if we look at this in our from the top down view, we'll see that corner of the site is right on the same location as the corner of the insertion point there in our drawing. And we can also see that the project is rotated with respect to our current work, and it's displaced. It's not quite in the right place. So what I want to do in this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the shaded view. I'm going to go back to a hidden line view, and I'm going to position this so that it lines up with this. And I'm going to use the Align tool for that. AL, enter. Oops. Sorry, just AL. And then I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to pick the outside face of this wall, and then I'm going to say bring this line to come meet it. Okay, and then I'm going to say pick the front face of the building, and I'm going to say pick this line to come meet it. And now they line up. Now if you'll recall, our project was at about 80 feet above sea level, but our original drawing here for the commercial building is not at 80 feet above sea level. It's right at the origin. So I need to reconcile that, and we can see very quickly what happens if I look at this in 3D over to the side. Our building is kind of underground, and so what I need to do is line these up. I'm going to go ahead and go to an elevation view for that. It's always important when we're working with these shapes to work in orthogonal views. It's very tempting to do everything in 3D, but it's very hard to maneuver these things in 3D. So what I want to do is go over here to an elevation view, which I'll use the north elevation. And recall that we have a street level head inside our building. And I don't see the site plan. That's because my view is currently cropped, and I'm going to uncrop it. So there's my site plan. Now you'll recall we have a street level in our building. We also have one up here called street level. Remember, we called it street level topo. And so what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to say align, and I want to use this line as my base reference, and I want to bring this line to come meet it. And my site drops down underneath my building like it should. And so now when we look at it in 3D, we can turn our shading back on if we like. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can see that our building is sitting on the site as it's supposed to. And so that looks great. If we look at this in section now, we can see the section. Let's use the transverse section, and we can see there's our site right here. Oop, let me see if I can grab it. There's our site right there, right underneath our building. Okay, so that all works just fine. Close the transverse section, close the north elevation, close the site plan view, and just leave this one open for the moment.